What if your biggest failure could actually be something that is helping other people succeed? Think about it for a moment. This is something that I was confronted with, and I'm doing this video series to try to see if it can actually make an impact, because this is the thought process I had to go through myself personally. Most of the time on social media, if I'm being honest, we share our wins. We share the big cars, we share the property, we share, raising funds, a lot of things like that. Nothing wrong with it. It's just that we don't talk about the ugly side, the failures, the pressure, the fear that we have as entrepreneurs, property investors, the silence, where you feel like everything is just falling apart. And I'm going to be sharing a story. I made a few notes, put some notes here so I can remember all the points, but I hope that the whole idea of this series is to just maybe empower you as an investor who's looking to scale their portfolio, to understand some of the mistakes I've made, and maybe you can do a little bit better than that and you can succeed. So back in university, I think I was around 24, 25, I'm not sure which age it was. I built a sizable portfolio, a very small portfolio. Share a lot about that, how I started investing in property when I was in university. And I was also managing, 105 beds and some Airbnbs as well. So I think I thought, I thought I had it figured out. That was interesting, because my goal was to, never have a 9-to-5 job. I need to build a portfolio in real estate that can actually give me that passive income where I don't have to work at all. So when you are somebody who talks to me and you're like looking to do the same for you, it's coming from, that place where I understand, because that's the goal I always had. And the idea of getting a job, it's a different story. I was not looking for that. But I then thought that, the only way for me to do that, after realizing that my small portfolio is not going to help me do that, was to go big. So go big, do something big. And I went for a project where it was a student accommodation project that I was developing for 515 beds. It was, above 150 million rand. And this is the legacy project I was working on. This is where my generational wealth is coming from. Look, we planned it. I had a team, we pitched, we saw investors, received hundreds of interest from investors, but the only thing that we got was at least around 5 to 7 term sheets in writing, where there were signed term sheets of people who are interested. Some of them were actually even offering more than the equity were required. And of course, COVID happened. COVID hit, and it hit the fan, man. And I think most of those investors pulled out. And 5 years later today, I had to put the project on hold. And not because I gave up. It's not a give up thing. It's just because I learned the hard way. I just learned the hard way. Yeah. And just, it's like, if you want to scale your portfolio, it's not just about your ambition. No one is questioning your ambition. No one is questioning your dream. No one is questioning how big you can go. Most of the time is timing, is a team thing. It's also like your capacity. Those are some of the things that we don't talk about when we talk about property investing. So, this is the story that I wish somebody told me when I was doing this. And so if you're somebody who's basically building a portfolio right now, and you already started and you want to go big, I think you need to watch this so you can avoid some of the mistakes that I've made, and maybe some of those failures can make sure that your success becomes better, and you don't have to make the 100 million rand mistake that I've done. Yeah, and I think that's this whole idea there. And yeah, if this story just helps one person, it doesn't have to help everybody. I'll be happy with that. That's the results that I'm looking for. I don't need everybody to be helped at this. I just need one person who needs to hear this to just take it with both hands and do better. See you in the next video.